Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. In the last episode, we went through a bunch of the Flesh Forest events. This is interesting. And in between there, we were just working through our focuses. We were able to then take a focus that has given us war goals against everyone left on the board, which means we can steamroll the rest of this map, which is good. We're going to try and, well, we're going to get peacefully integrated everybody that can be peacefully integrated. Anybody that can't be is going to get steamrolled, and then we'll call it good. So let's get to it. Just move some planes around. Okay, that should probably do. Let's go ahead and declare war. It doesn't matter.
Enclave here.
Yep, you go, you go.
Enclave main com.
You go.
Enclave here.
And you, and you,
Enclave here.
and you, and you. I think anybody else up here has any.
Enclave here.
Yep, that one, that one.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
And everybody should be
Enclave main com.
on aggressive. Crow's Haven and Future Tech. At the center of all of this was the Future Tech offices. Nearby Crow's Haven had been evacuated as part of the bombings. Anyone left was at the mercy of the Air Force, and much of the city had been destroyed in the bombing. It wasn't for the Fargo Trade Company. Coleus figured that this city likely would die off because of the bombing. Regardless, the convoy made way for the Future Tech offices that were at the epicenter of this nightmare. The combined EPA and chemical core spiral was making headway, and with specially modified vehicles, the group made their way to the offices. The compound itself had seen better days, with massive vines resembling human flesh growing out from within. Both Coleus and Dowdy knew this is where it began and where it was going to end. At Dowdy's signal, a platoon of modified tanks culled from the NCR were brought up, each one equipped with a chemical sprayer that went to work. By now, the hissing didn't even faze them.
Enclave here.
Alright, this army actually now needs to set up there. Those guys need to go there. Oh, there was some stuff over there. And over there. that I did not realize was happening. Okay.
Enclave here.
I don't have anything anywhere even close. I don't have anything anywhere even
This
close.
is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. Well, they bumped into a impassable region, so that's not too big of a deal.
Enclave here.
We'll get a couple of armies moving in that direction, just because we kind of want to.
Enclave here.
Alright, redirect.
Enclave here.
Alright, Director Coleus is reporting that everything in Oregon is finishing up, with much of the work being handed over to the more mundane EPA departments to further clean up the land and check for contamination. The bizarre episode has finally and thankfully come to a close. The biggest concern is FEV contamination. However, the Chemical Corps has been very proactive in this endeavor and has deployed its entire manpower to ensure that residual FEV doesn't remain. And interesting to note, Colonel Doughty has preserved some of the tissue for future use in the Chemical Corps, as the grass and trees are perfect substitutes for human testing and clears up a lot of the stigma involved in animal testing. She has agreed to stringent oversight and rigorous safety protocols and put forward many herself. Of course, it's not all disturbing. We managed to find a few gecs for our troubles.
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Half and half. Well, somehow they got around the impassable terrain.
Enclave here.
Right. The last line of defense were the Mormons before Salt Lake City and then New Canaan. Alright, skies over Lubbock. Unlike Eastern Texas, Lubbock was not exactly keen on taking to the skies. However, that didn't mean they weren't going to scavenge Reese for all it's worth. The Air Force is reporting a carcass picked clean of everything, including more than a few kitchen sinks. They've had to fly in more material than was necessary, and... Alright, well, we got a base operational. Alright, ringing in a new world. And, let's see. It wasn't just the United States that ceased to exist on that fateful October morning in 2077. The whole world was engulfed in nuclear flame and fallout that saw the total destruction of lives, cultures, and civilizations. Even as missiles and bombs impacted DC and Beijing, the entire world felt the blast wave of the Great War, and just as many didn't survive. Now, however, with the return of the Enclave and the restoration of the old world's greatest superpower, Granite finds themselves at a crossroads. We'll endeavor to restore the old world similar to what it once was, fixing the damage done to it in the nuclear exchange, and then bringing them back from the ashes alongside America as equal and allies? Or will he pursue the Enclave's dream of the United States becoming this world's policeman, taking over the world bit by bit, until only the one flag flying is the Stars and Stripes? While ambitious Ambitions such as Europe, Asia, and Africa might be far off in the future. For now, he can focus on the North American continent and shape the destiny of the New World. I don't know if that actually triggers anything. I'll say soon we'll have the Pax Americana.
Enclave here. I see.
Yeah, let's get up in there.
This is Enclave main com.
This is a bit of an issue. This is going to be a bit of an annoyance.
This is Enclave main com. Enclave here.
Okay, we are starting to deal with this.
Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here.
Alright, you get over there. If you even can.
This is Enclave main com.
Alright, Great Khan has capitulated. Excellent. Deal with that. Alright, the truth of Carrie Verum. Callahan sat in his office in Red Mountain. It was not uncommon for the Colonel to work late, and this was no exception. He read several reports of the recent episodes of leaks across the country. It was his job alongside the Secret Service to find these leaks and stop them, as well as trace the source of the leaks. Navigating on his terminal to his investigation file, he opened up the leak source data and smiled at the simple duplicity. At his simple duplicity. Query Verum had exceeded beyond his wildest expectations. No one would suspect the guy leading the investigation for the military intelligence side of the house was the source of the leaks. Always difficult, but the amount of trust he had accumulated meant no one would ever suspect him, and working alongside the Secret Service, he was able to stay ahead of the curve, misdirect or change course if need be. Remembering back to the day of the Navarro Archives, he remembered as his soldiers dutifully burned centuries of documents. Granite's orders were clear: burn all the papers, destroy the records. Granite never did clarify that Callahan couldn't copy them. He'd enter, and another set of documents were set out into the ether. There was a fundamental flaw. Enclave soldier programs. Fundamental flaw, Enclave super soldier programs before Horrigan. Programs like Sarge, Sphinx, and the original Atlas. As he never produced loyalty to the president, just the country as a whole. Kind of an oversight. He laughed, taking a sip of his coffee. There was also another line he heard, often repeated back in the days of the rig. Alright, Circle Junction, rejoin the United States. Yep, this is,
Enclave here.
pretty much ready to go. Ruminator equipment has been seized. All right, we gotta do this. I don't think any of this really matters anymore. Alright, then we'll ignore it. Let's do the Commonwealth project. Let's see what that's all about. Marshall Republic is almost completely eliminated. And there we go. Great Khans fully annexed. Marshall Republic fully annexed. And the Ruminators fully annexed. All right. Excellent. Sorrows, I think, is next up. Just need to get some forces in position.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com.
Right. The President today announced the joint session of Congress of the old Commonwealth system was to be reintroduced and reintegrated into American society, followed by a rapid assurance that no one in Congress was losing their job. The new Commonwealth system will be based and built upon the pre-war system with some minor changes to territory, as well as pragmatic adjustments to fit in with the post-war times. This, however, will change nothing with the executive branch aside swearing in governors of the aforementioned commonwealths. Rebuild the 4 states commonwealth. All right.
Enclave here. This is Enclave main com.
All right, let's see. This army. Let's line them up over here.
This is Enclave main com.
Is that the only front? That's the only front. Might be the only front we need. Nobody here is part of a... Well, they're part of the Northern Congress, but they're the only... Well... Well, there we go. Let's see. Dramate, Two Peoples, Church of the Silo. The Church of the Silo, Two Peoples, Dramate. They're going to come peacefully in.
Enclave here.
Alright, these armies, I think, come down here. Are any of these guys in a faction? The Great Plains Federation. Which appears to be just the state of Sequoia.
This is Enclave main com. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here.
Alright, get all those armies where they need to be. Alright, these guys are where they need to be, so just go ahead and declare war. Oh, hold on.
Enclave here.
Should probably actually send that army there, and that army there,
Enclave here.
and this army here, maybe?
This is Enclave main com. Enclave here. This is Enclave main com. Enclave here.
Alright, everybody there? Right. Is Caesar out of the 4 states Commonwealth? That is a question being asked by caravan companies, prospectors, and travelers. While the U.S. Army has said that most of the Legion was destroyed in battle, reports of ambushes led by red-clad marauders and holdouts deep in the desert. Regardless of the Legion's situation, that has not stopped the deluge of individuals from entering the lands. Many have also turned their sights to Utah and Colorado, hoping to make contact with New Canaan and explore legendary Dog City. The federal government has expressed the dangers involved in venturing too far into the frontier and has asked that any and all individuals check in at their local records office before leaving. Rebuilding the Pacific Northwest. Alright, that's done. Alright.
This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com. This is Enclave main com.
We're gonna hope that Strath Commune's
Enclave here.
army holds up long enough. Call them to arms, please. There we go. During our just struggle to liberate America, American forces engaged in what some might call war crimes against the civilian population. Pictures of the incident have been relayed to newspapers across the United States and have been greeted with condemnation with the New World Party. We'll punish the troops. And we can take the hit.
This is Enclave main comm. Enclave here.
Alright, set up on that front and get across the river. One of our commanders was wounded. Unfortunate. But this is just about over. Really? Really, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Because we're about to absorb Strath Commune anyway.
Enclave here. Enclave here. This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm. This is Enclave main comm.
Alright, Cascadia or the Northwest Commonwealth? That is the question being asked to thousands of Americans from San Francisco to Seattle. Comprising the northern reaches of California, the former Navarro territories, and Oregon and Washington, the new Northwest administration has claimed there are more important matters to attend to face than names. Cannibalism, roving super mutants, psychotic raiders, and the remnants of the Washington Brotherhood. For now, the administration is working tirelessly to restore law and order, and large swaths of food are being shipped north. I say loads of food. In return, the vast technological treasures of Seattle and the commerce of Portland are thoroughly being explored to benefit America as a whole. All right. We still have some more of this to do. Especially now that we just absorbed a bunch of territory. Okay. How are all the ready grids? Alright, State of Sequoia, I think you are up next.
Enclave main com. Enclave here.
Oop, there's a spot over here.
Enclave here.
Bring an army over. Okay, next project on the list is infrastructure. Oof, that is like impossible to see anything. Alright, that should hopefully keep things busy for a little bit. Okay, so the other thing we're also going to do is
Enclave here. Enclave here.
you.
This is Enclave main com.
You. Alright, everybody in position. Very good. Declare war. Declare war. Turn all those on. Declare war. The business of California. The president today inaugurated the Southwest Commonwealth, made up of the Nevada territories, the Mojave Wasteland, the southern half of the former NCR. The event was held within the halls of Shady Sands, which has been designated as the Commonwealth's new capital due to the facilities already present in the post-war city. This is considered a major win for the president's Commonwealth program, as many former NCR citizens and residents of the Nevada territories were keen on keeping their land separate. The president assured that nothing will really change under the Commonwealth, aside the continual distribution of goods and services, the better coordination of police and security organizations within the Commonwealth to combat raiders or mutated monsters. Alright, Texas, I guess, is up next. Alright, luminous ones and withered dogs all selected. Confirm and exit. Let's make sure that the peaceful operations. Strathcom unit is about to join the United States. Sequoia is Annexed. These two are fighting right now. I want to see if any new options show up once these are all done. Oh. Two Peoples becomes a federal commonwealth. Charge of the Silo, Dramate become federal commonwealth.
Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here. Enclave here. This is Enclave main com.
We're gonna deal with this little issue over here. Not today, because I think we're just about done for today.
Enclave here. Enclave here.
But I do want to go ahead and get
Enclave here.
primed.
Enclave here.
That should be everybody. Okay. Alright. Not even nuclear war could keep Texas down, nor could the Brotherhood, the Rio Republic super mutants, or Santa Ana's robots. The Texas Commonwealth, representing the territory of its namesake, as well as Oklahoma and Arkansas. The Texas Commonwealth is the first true deviation from the pre-war Commonwealth system, and Oklahoma has been integrated into the Texas Commonwealth for administrative purposes, having formerly placed in the Great Midwest Commonwealth. The lands of Texas, despite being civilized, are still rumored to be dangerous, and caution is advised to stay with caravans or move with authorized U.S. Army convoys. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and end for the day. And hopefully we'll get all the rest of this. Get all the rest of this cleaned up when we come back. Alright, but for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.